Hey guys, it's the Investment Guru here. Today I'll be responding to a recent Phoenix Capital analysis video and showing the community the truth. So the YouTuber creator goes by the name Drew Wolfer and has released a video titled Phoenix Fire Rug Pull Incoming, etc. Spreading misinformation to his viewers.
What?
So full disclaimer, I'm only an investor in Fire and I've got Nest personally. I'm not paid by the team, nor am I part of the Phoenix Capital team. My motivation for today's video is to show the community the actual figures and the facts of Fire Protocol.
We build fortunes on numbers and facts.
I'm going to try to get through these slides as quickly as possible while trying to make it as clear as I can. So in the next slides you'll see yellow item, which is taken directly from Mr. Wolfer's video. You'll see blue text, which is taken from the recent AMA from Phoenix Capital Discord. White text is from myself or my personal input. So these are Mr. Wolfer's intro facts. So first things first, the distinction between nodes and nests are in fact vastly different. Nodes validate transactions on the blockchain. A nest is an investment position holder. So Mr. Wolfer stated that there's been 1 month of business. So the soft launch happened late December 2021 with a public launch on January the 7th, 2022. He stated that the true token value is actually $100. I believe it's a very bold and uneducated claim. Ultimately, Mr. Wolfer believes that the true value is represented through a fully diluted market cap. So Mr. Wolfer's mass also brought into revenue of $57 million at an average of $375 a token. So there's multiple factors that go into revenue, and simply multiplying 375 by 15,000 nest creations is not an accurate depiction. Fire tokens get split 1 to the liquidity pool, 2 to the Treasury, 7 to the reward pool. So if that is the case, net revenue would be 11 million in Fire tokens, not USD value with Mr. Wolfer's mass. But even then, figures are still inaccurate. So here's some additional facts that he's got in his intro. Firstly, Phoenix liabilities are 2.1 million owed daily. So his figures are 15,300 NES times 0.225 in rewards times $617 would equal $2.1 million in liability. So the important distinction here is that the Phoenix liabilities are 3,442 Fire daily. Dollar value is irrelevant because the reward pool and the Treasury is held in Fire token to pay Nest liabilities. There are 33,382 Fire tokens currently in the reward pool, not the Treasury, but the reward pool. Treasury balance is 1.4 million. So he's correct, this represents the 1.4 million in AVAX which is being held, so that's what's shown on the DApp or the website. There's also 28,700 Fire in the Treasury, which is used to fill buy orders to help keep the price stable. This is not represented in the 1.4 million price. He stated that there's a net loss of 700,000 per day. So I'm assuming this figure represents 1.4 million in the Treasury minus 2.1 million in liabilities. So therefore Treasury is irrelevant when discussing net emissions of the NES. Instead, take the incoming token value of the 7 tokens per day per nest paid into the rewards pool, not what's paid into the Treasury, which is 2 tokens. As said before, liabilities are in Fire tokens, not dollars. Alright, so now Mr. Wolfer goes over revenue. So first off, he talks about no 90-day fee, calculates that at 15,300 times $200, which would equal 3 million. I personally have got no idea where he's got the $200 figure from. Maintenance fee is 0.2 AVAX per nest per 90 days. Therefore, the total nest is 15,300 times the 0.2 AVAX would be 3,000 and 60 AVAX every 90 days. And the other revenue stream currently is claiming 0.05 AVAX fee. So 15,300 NES times $50 is 765,000 every 30 days. So let's assume on average each person claims 4 times a month. This would be 15,300 times 0.2, which would equal 3,060 AVAX every 30 days. It's important to note that it's in AVAX because that's what the fee is paid in, and that's what the node fee and the claiming fee is paid in. So both calculations that were made by Mr. Wolfer were incorrect. Actual monthly revenue with just these two income streams at current AVAX prices bring in 323,849 monthly. So although the figure is actually lower than what Drew's video has stated, the point is that his numbers are all over the place, and I'm here to be as transparent to the community as possible. Alrighty, so we've got more revenue facts by Mr. Wolfer. 1 million in fees, plus or minus 765,000 from claiming fees, plus or minus 1.4 in Treasury, equals 3.2 million monthly revenue to paid nest holders. So let's break that down a little bit. So 1, the monthly fee revenue is 90-day fee equals 1,020 AVAX per month. The monthly claim revenue would be, let's say, 4 claims a month, so that's 3,060 AVAX, 242,000. And then the Treasury should not be accounted for in this case, as it's not used to pay nest holders. That's very important. The reward pool is. So the reward pool currently has 33,382 FIRE, or $20.6 million. But that's besides the point. The USD value doesn't matter. The math behind the argument is completely wrong.
It's not hard. It is not rocket science at all.
Therefore, monthly revenue is used to fill the Treasury for future investments and FIRE buybacks. The reward pool is used to pay back current and future nest holders. The point that he's trying to make is that after 2 days, there would be not enough money from the protocol to give to investors, as we only get 3.2 million monthly revenue, but pay out 2.1 million in FIRE tokens a day. So this is far from fact, and figures are much harder to calculate than a few multiplications. You need to include nest creations as well as the existing FIRE token amount within the reward pool. So this is from the Discord AMA. Reward rate mathematical upper limit was 33 million nests. The cycle of tokens going back into the reward pool breaks at this number.
I have websites. I've done websites. It doesn't take that long to add it. You could add it like that. It could take 10 minutes.
So now we're going to go on to Mr. Wolfer's concerns with the investments. So as you just saw, I have websites. I've done websites. It doesn't take that long. You can add it like that. It can take 10 minutes. So here Mr. Wolfer is concerned about the capabilities of the team and their ability to update the UI to show investments. So this is directly from the Discord AMA. Actual investment figures is actually very close to the one listed on the website. We are currently using the tech we implemented for the whitelisting platform for our holders to be able to look at specific investment figures for our treasury, given a more in-depth analysis dependent upon your level of holdings. 60k into Swapsicle, that I've never heard before. So that's sort of the point. This gives a clear indication that Mr. Wolfer doesn't actually understand what incubator launches are all about. Phoenix Capital will help launch a brand new AVAX DEX with 15% profits from Swapsicle for lifetime. And the funds will go to the Phoenix Capital Treasury, which, as said before, can go to even more investments as well as future FIRE buybacks. Alrighty, so now we get to the juicy part. So master NFTs. This is what Mr. Wolfer has stated in the yellow. If everyone does NFTs, then NFTs are no longer NFTs. No one cares about NFTs if every single project does NFTs now.
Dude, if everyone does NFTs, NFTs are no longer NFTs. No one cares about NFTs if every single project does NFTs now.
So master NFTs cost 100 AVAX and the Grandmaster NFTs cost 1,000 AVAX. This has recently been updated to 50 AVAX and 500 AVAX respectively. So let's say someone just starts out and he said, okay, I want to do this. I want to get the NFTs. So he's got to buy 10 nodes at 6,170 times 10. So that's 61,700, and buy the NFT for 7,700. So the 60,000 for 10 nodes plus the 77,000 in NFTs, let's say 67,700 for 10 nests plus the NFT. So the NFT brings in $15.50 more per day times 10 nodes would give you the 150 per day more. So then the 7,700 over the 150 per day, assuming the price is stable, is 51.3 days. So his maths was nearly accurate, but the NFT cost is half, leading to half the payback period. So I've done 3,850 divided by 150 per day is actually the NFT's specific payback period is 25.6 days. Okay, so now we've got some more NFT information by the Lord Mr. Wolfer. Grandmaster NFTs. So you need 10 master NFTs before you can buy this NFT. Then you've got to pair that NFT with the previous NFT that's paired with the other 10 nodes per NFT, the 100 nodes.
And you have to have 10 master NFTs before you can buy this NFT. And then you got to pair that NFT with the previous NFT that's paired with the other 10 nodes per NFT, the 100 nodes. What?
So he's made an edit. So the new rewards is 0.075 per day. So this is with both NFTs accounted for, minus 5k more per day times 100 nodes. So you've got the 0.075 times 671 fire price times the 100 NES. So you've got $5,032 from in extra money, divided by the 771k. So the 771k, you got that from 77k for the 10 master NFTs, 77k for the 1 Grandmaster NFT, and 617k for the 100 nodes. So by dividing the 5,032 over the 771k, he believes the payoff period is 153 days. So what I've got to say to this is payback period includes 0 rewards gained from 100 nests. So he's put up one calculation which was wrong, he's put up an edit which was wrong, and so now let's break it down for Mr. Wolfer. So in simple terms, 10 master NFTs equals 500 AVAX, right? So 38,500. So your extra rewards is the 0.025 times 100. You get extra 2.5 fire per day. The 1 Grandmaster NFT will cost 500 AVAX again. Extra rewards will be 0.05 times 100, which is an extra 5 fire per day. And the 100 NES is the 617,000, so you got that right. But the NES rewards is 0.225 times 100, which is equal to 22 fire per day. So out of the calculations he's made above, he hasn't included the 22.5 fire. So total investments, 694,000, total rewards, 30 fire per day, or $18,510 per day at current price. Actual total payback period is 694,000, which is your total investments, divided by the $18,510 per day in fire, which gives you the 37.5 days. So therefore the payback period for the NFTs, the master NFT, 38,500 divided by 15,042 is 25 days, and the payback period on the Grandmaster NFT is 38,500 divided by 3,085, which is 12.5 days. So compared to the 153 days he's telling his viewers, these are the actual figures. So now Mr. Wolfer goes into Treasury. So he states, the Treasury is supposed to be triple locked by this guy Eric, Luke, and some person named Showtime. Some random person who has obviously not been doxxed. Alright, so if you simply go to Twitter, type in Showtime, we look for Showtime 2KX, so that's literally him, Showtime. Alright, Mr. Wolfer, please think again. Showtime is a well-respected YouTuber and Phoenix moderator who is known for high-quality content within the community. He is 100% doxed to the public. So Mr. Wolf has also stated, investments will have a vote to them. It has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Votes are in the hands of investors, not trying to be mean, but the cooperative space is a bunch of degens that don't know anything about investing, don't know anything about financials. Mr. Wolfer shows his true opinion on DeFi investors.
And then you're putting the vote in the hands of investors that I'm not trying to diss anybody. I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. So don't take it personal, but it's just the cooperative space is a bunch of degens that don't know anything about investing, don't know anything about financials.
So now we've got Mr. Wolfer's investor rant. So investors were making money. They would be trading options, they would be day trading crypto, they would be doing leverage stuff and actually making money.
If they were making their own money, they'd be trading options, they'd be day trading crypto, they'd be doing leverage stuff and actually making money.
Mr. Wolfer shows his true colors toward DeFi investors as a whole. How much do you think investors know about what to invest in? The fact people are voting for time is a red flag immediately.
Right? How much do you think these people are going to know about actually what projects are good to invest in? I mean, the fact that people are voting for Time Wonderland is an absolute red flag immediately. Like, you're voting for time and then...
Mr. Wolfer, hindsight is a wonderful thing, but unless you were there telling people not to buy time before it tumbled, then all it is a cheap shot at the community. If you want to make 800% APY, you're going to have to trade and know how to get in and out of leverage. None of the investments are going to bring the substantiated ROI that they need, period. It's fact.
If you want to actually make money, you're going to have to trade, all right? If you're going to want to make those types of returns, you're going to have to trade. You're going to have somebody that knows how to trade and knows how to get in and out with liquidity on leverage in order to be able to do that and not risk your entire portfolio. So yeah, none of the investments that they're making is going to bring in the substantiated ROI that they need, period. I'm not arguing with anybody about this. It's fact.
So Mr. Wolfer gives us a breakdown of NES. So what he states is 1 NES costs 10 fire, 7 of them go to reward pool, 2 tokens go to investment pool, and 1 token goes to a liquidity pool at 50-50 AVAX fire. He said that 107k fire tokens went into the Treasury and 30,600 fire tokens to the investment pool. So I'd like to make a quick point. The investment pool is the Treasury. Mr. Wolfer fails to understand the difference between the reward pool and Treasury, so let's break it down for him. So 1 NES costs 10 fire, which is 15,000 NES. 7 of those tokens go to the reward pool, which would equal 107,000 fire tokens from the 15,300 NES. 2 of the tokens would go to the Treasury, so that's a total of 30,600, and 1 token would be split at Trader Joe liquidity, so that's 15,300, 5 split 50-50. So basically the main concern here is that he uses mixed language and doesn't give a clear depiction of what he's actually trying to show. So next we've got Mr. Wolfer's investment concerns. So he stated they only have 60k invested. The Treasury has 28,767 fire tokens, which is not included in the 1.4 million Treasury balance shown on the DAP. So why this is important, they've still got a lot of fire tokens as well as AVAX in the Treasury ready to invest, but like he's mentioned with time and all the other investments, these next few investments will be well thought out and from financial advisors, not the founders themselves. So next is money, time, and own, and lost it all. So I confirmed that time's position was $45,000 and was cashed out at $14,000. So with a loss of about 31 grand. Own was $45,000 as well, but has not been sold and will be held through until actions are needed. These investments were solely based on the founders' decisions and not the financial advisors. Unfortunately, there was a loss in dollar value on a small position, but the investment helped to build courage for the community, which was a net benefit for the protocol. So Mr. Wolfer's third concern was founders will dump their tokens in 2 months.
What?
So this is directly from the Discord. We will not do anything that will be detrimental to the sustainability of this project. The potential of this business is the priority to the founders. There is no chance for founders to dump a bunch of tokens upon the tokens being unlocked. Remember, for high net worth individuals, most hold high performance assets rather than just cash, which allows for leverage. So to add on to Mr. Wolfer's concerns, he stated after they pumped so much into marketing, brought their way into the trending list on CoinMarketCap, and massively pumped their Discord and Twitter community, and just run away with millions of dollars.
After they've pumped all this into marketing, bought their way into the trending list on CoinMarketCap, massively pumped their Twitter and Discord community, and they can just run away with millions of dollars.
So Mr. Wolfer is flat out lying to his viewers here. Phoenix Capital has not spent 1 cent on marketing. I repeat, Phoenix Capital has not spent 1 cent on marketing. Nothing makes you different. You're basically doing the same thing Thor is doing a month later. So the clear distinction here is that Thor forked Ring's contract and Fire made their own contract. Thor will be transitioning to version 2 contracts. So with that being said, Thor is behind Fire's progress as they are a few steps ahead. So the other concern was once you start cutting rewards, investors fall off, less people want to get in because it's less easy money. So this is true, but fails to consider what future utilities can do to help keep demand present without reliance on their sales. I'd like to reiterate that reward cuts will not be anytime soon, purely based off the mathematics behind the reward structure. So Mr. Wolfer's additional concerns include, if you were that smart and that good at making money, you wouldn't be selling a node project saying, hey everybody, I'm going to make you guys money. You'd be making your own money. This one's pretty easy.
Real, if you were that smart and you were that good at making money, you wouldn't be selling a node project saying, hey everybody, I'm going to make all of you guys money. You'd be making your own money.
So the founders and the financial advisors are different people. What Eric and Luke are building is a financial network which can tap into off-chain investments not available to the average Joe. Financial advisors suggest the investments. So another point is made, or you could be a SEC regulated institution saying, yo, I could go out making 150% a year, but you're not going to do that.
Or you would be a SEC regulated institution saying, yo, I can go out and make people 150% a year, but you're not doing that.
So Phoenix Capital will be an SEC compliant protocol in the future. So you've also stated the CERTIK audit is 99% done and not available to read. I want to see the audit.
CERTIK audit is 99% done, not available to read. I want to see the audit.
So the audit is completed and the link will be provided in the description. So now I just want to discuss the important recent AMA points. This is not what Drew's said, but this has actually come directly from the Phoenix Discord. I think it just ties in well with what's already been said. So first of all, we've got NFT additional utility. We have many projects coming up on our investing horizon. We created a smart contract or a whitelisting platform that will connect your wallet to any projects we invest in and give you whitelisting perks in any projects we are involved with. So the incubator projects already announced. So these are a few examples of many revenue streams to come. First is the Swapsicle, so that's the brand new AVAX DEX, which is currently in testing phase. The tokenomics are being tested now. Pink Banana NFT platform. We're currently sorting through some issues pertaining to the contract. There are many artists already lined up willing to work with the platform. This platform will be the first of its kind in the market. March 16th will be our key announcement day. And the third is Nifty. Nifty is a project that Luke is developing within the Phoenix Community Capital ecosystem, which may revolutionize crypto. Luke will be heading this project. There's limited information, but announcements to come soon. So what's the plans if there's a bear market? So Phoenix Capital is looking to heavily develop and incubate in the bear market. We have a better chance of success when we help launch projects in which we have profit sharing compared to investing in existing projects. So I'd like to state I've got nothing against Mr. Wolfer. I believe his production is quite well put together considering his subscriber count, but the information behind the production is really lacking.
What?
If there's one suggestion that I'd like to make is put more effort into information and display it in an easier way. And if you're not too sure about something, don't be afraid to be not sure about something. And obviously from your research you can tell you weren't very sure about most things. So anyway, I've got nothing against this guy. I wish him all the best. I hope the community can now have clarity, and that was my main goal, not to have a dig at this guy, but to really just prove what the Phoenix Capital are here to do and give the community facts. Just a final disclaimer, please don't make any financial decisions based on what I've said. Do your own research, watch both videos, make your own opinion, and then once you've developed your understanding, make your investment.